The Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines merger is going to be happening for sure now. So what does that mean when it comes to Alaska miles and Hawaiian Airline miles? Well, we got some more information about that, and in this video, I'm going to cover some of that and how you can maximize this merger. My name is Max, and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. In a press release, Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines announced that they're going to make a bunch of changes, but the change that applies to the miles and points people like us is that Hawaiian miles will be transferable over to Alaska miles and vice versa at a 1-to-1 ratio at no charge. And that's super beneficial for us in the miles and points world, because think about what credit card points transfers over to Hawaiian Airlines. It's American Express points. And so American Express points transfers 1-to-1 over to Hawaiian Airlines. And so that means that we can potentially take our American Express points, transfer them to Hawaiian Airlines, and then from Hawaiian Airlines, move them over to Alaska Airlines. But keep in mind that if you're transferring American Express points over to Hawaiian Airlines, you'll be charged a small fee from American Express. American Express charges a small fee whenever you transfer American Express points over to a domestic airline like Hawaiian Airlines or Delta SkyTeam. And so keep that in mind. If you transfer around like 100,000 American Express points over to Hawaiian Airlines, they'll charge you around $60 in fees in order to make that transfer. So that's the basics of what's going to happen with Hawaiian Airline miles and Alaska miles when their merger happens. The reason why you would want to move your Hawaiian Airline miles over to Alaska miles is that Alaska miles has way more redemption opportunities, way more high value redemption opportunities than Hawaiian Airline miles. Hawaiian Airline miles has like this one sweet spot where you can book lie flat seats from the US over to Hawaii for 40,000 Hawaiian Airline miles. And that's on lie flat seats, and that's all great and all, but that's pretty much it. Alaska Airline miles, on the other hand, has way more options and way more opportunities to do some fun redemptions when it comes to redeeming Alaska miles. And one of the reasons for that is that Alaska Airlines is part of the One World Alliance, and you can book a bunch of One World partners through Alaska miles, but they're also partners with a lot of different fun partner airlines that are non-alliance partner airlines as well. So let's go through some of those examples, and I'm going to show you some good redemption options when it comes to Alaska miles. So to get a better understanding of how Alaska Airlines prices their flights, I'm here on the Alaska Airlines website, and you can scroll down here onto this page, and there's the partner award charts. And so these are for partner airlines that you can find on Alaska Air. And so it really depends on how far you fly. The more miles that you fly, the more it's going to cost in Alaska miles. And so, for example, if I fly like say 2,000 miles within the Americas, so I fly from the US down to South America somewhere, in business class, it would fall under this bracket here. And so it would be 25,000 Alaska miles. If I fly in economy, it would be 12,500 Alaska miles. So the further you fly, the more Alaska miles it's going to cost. So this one's for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And the one down here is for the Asia Pacific region. So I'm going to show you some fun examples of how to redeem Alaska miles to get to Asia. So first up is Starlux. And so Starlux Airlines does not belong to any alliance. They want to join One World eventually at some point. That's what they're trying to go for. But currently Alaska Airlines partners with Starlux, and you can book Starlux flights through Alaska Airlines. So if you find award availability, main cabin is 37,500 miles and $19 in taxes and fees. Business class is 75,000 miles and $19 in taxes and fees. And this is from San Francisco to Taipei. So Starlux operates to LAX, and they also operate to Seattle as well. So this is a great way to get to Taipei. Let's go to the next example here. And this one is another fun example from Las Vegas to Seoul. And so Korean Air is actually kind of difficult to book because there's no credit card points that transfer directly over to Korean Air. But in this case, Korean Air partners with Alaska Airlines, and when you have Alaska miles, you can book Korean Air flights. So main cabin is 37,500 miles, and business class is also 75,000 miles as well. So another good option to get over to Asia. And so let's say you don't want to go to Korea, you want to go to Japan instead. Well, Japan Airlines is part of the One World Alliance. Alaska Airlines is part of the One World Alliance. You can book Japan Airline flights through Alaska Airlines. And so Japan Airlines operated flights are 75,000 miles in business class, and this has no award availability, but it's likely going to be like 37,500 Alaska miles to fly this in economy. And so Japan Airlines is another great option to get to Asia. So let's switch gears and let's go down to South America. And so South America doesn't get talked about a lot because there's usually not really awesome redemptions to get down to South America, but Alaska Airlines has some good options here on LATAM. And so Orlando to Sao Paulo, Brazil. And this is operated by LATAM. And it's in business class, it's 50,000 miles. And in main cabin, it's 25,000 miles. And so pretty good redemption rate here for an almost nearly 9-hour flight. So 8-hour flight for 50,000 miles to get down to Brazil. And then going off the other coast, going to Europe. So Finnair is part of the One World Alliance. You can book Finnair flights through Alaska Airlines miles. And so Chicago to Helsinki, 27,500 miles one way in main cabin. And in business class, it's 55,000 miles. Another option is Condor. And so Condor is not an alliance member for One World, but they do partner with Alaska Airlines. And so Condor here from JFK over to Frankfurt, it's 27,500 miles in main cabin and 55,000 miles in business class. So overall, pretty good redemption rates. When it comes to Alaska miles, when you want to go down to South America, if you want to go to Europe, if you want to go to Asia, you just have to find the award availability on the Alaska Airlines website. So that's just a few options when it comes to redeeming Alaska miles to really maximize your Alaska miles and where it might make sense to move your Hawaiian airline miles over to Alaska miles. As for searching for award availability, there are a couple different options. The free way obviously is to search on the Alaska Airlines website, and Alaska Airlines has this great award counter that makes it easy to search for that award availability. So here on the Alaska Airlines website, what you want to do is click on all search options here. Let's do one way. Make sure you check news miles, put in the cities you want to go, and then the dates, and then click on flexible dates. Click on find flights. And then you get to this page where you get this nice award counter right down below here. And you can go month to month to search what award availability is available via Alaska Airlines. And so you can also filter out right here, business as well. It will give you business rates for these flights. Click on that, click on continue. And then it gives you the award availability for that particular date. And you can go back to the calendar by clicking on calendar here and then click on business again. And then you can go date month by month up here. So this will load May 2025 and so on. And so that's kind of how you access the award counter on the Alaska Airlines website. But if you want a even better tool, a paid tool to search for the award availability and more quickly search for that award availability, I recommend Seats.Aero. And this is not sponsored. I actually enjoy using this tool. So let's jump over to my computer. I'm going to show you how to use Seats.Aero. All right, I'm here on Seats.Aero. And you can use the search tool, but I like to use the Explorer tool specifically for Alaska Airlines. And so let's go to Alaska Mileage Plan right here. And then this is where you can search. I have the Pro version of Seats.Aero, which costs like $10 a month. The Pro version shows you the full year of award availability. So I'm gonna go ahead and check on that. And so let's go North America to Asia first and let that load. And so this is the award availability, all the award availability that Alaska Miles sees from North America to Asia. And what I wanna do is I'm gonna do TPE, which is Taipei, and then sort this by business class if we're looking for business class. Then we can hover over these bubbles and you can see it says 1 seat, and JX means that it's Starlux. And so Starlux is JX. And so you can go down here and it says there's 1 seats available for all these dates on JX, which is Starlux, from SFO or LAX or sometimes Seattle. And it tells you how long ago it searched. And so this searched 2 hours ago. This search just now on Seats.Aero. And so the information on Seats.Aero is not always up to date. Sometimes it's a couple hours old, sometimes it's a couple days old. So you have to keep that in mind. But this essentially narrows down which dates tells you that has Starlux award availability. And this has 1 seat. What I can do is click on this eye and then click on business class, and it says business. And this is the Starlux logo here. And then if I click on there, it says book via Alaska Mileage Plan. It'll drop me over to Alaska Airlines, and I can see the Starlux flight here, and it's 75,000 miles and $19 in taxes and fees. So that's the quick way to find this Starlux award availability. I mean, you can definitely use the Alaska Airlines award calendar and go through that, but Seats.Aero is a little bit quicker in my opinion if you're looking for a paid tool to speed things up. So let's go back to Seats.Aero here, and let's say we want to go to Europe, right? Let's change this over to Europe. I'm gonna delete this filter out here. All right, so this gives me the award availability from North America to Europe. And what I wanna do is change this to FRA, which is where Condor flies to. And so Frankfurt is where Condor flies to. I can also filter it out over here as well. And so it says filter out via Condor only. And this will show me the Condor flights only I'm sorting this by business class. And so let's say JFK to Frankfurt here. Let's hover over this. It says 45,000 points. It's 55,000 points direct. And there's 9 seats available and there's 7 direct seats available. So it gives me a little more information. There's multiple airlines that service this route. What I can do is click on this I again, and there's the economy. Let's go to business. And you can see Condor up here is the direct nonstop flight business, 55,000 points and $48.60 US dollars in taxes and fees. I can repeat that process again here, go down to book via Alaska mileage plan, and it'll drop me back over here to Alaska Airlines and JFK to Frankfurt, operated by Condor, 55,000 miles and $49 in taxes and fees. And then going back over to Seats.Aero. And so that's essentially how you can use Seats.Aero to identify award availability for partner airlines on Alaska mileage plan, is to use this and then kind of sort through the information and determine where you want to go. So that's how you search for the award availability. And if you want to maximize this even further, you can potentially get the Hawaiian Airlines credit card. And the Hawaiian Airlines credit cards comes with a bonus after you meet the minimum spend requirement, which is typically just 1 purchase. So it's a welcome bonus that's super easy to earn. You can earn those Hawaiian Airline miles, and from the recent news, you can move those 1-to-1 over to Alaska Airlines. And one of the benefits of having a Hawaiian Airlines card is that it unlocks the ability to pull Hawaiian Airline miles across different accounts. So if player 1 and player 2 have 2 separate Hawaiian Airline miles accounts, then by having the Hawaiian Airlines credit card, then you can combine those Hawaiian Airline miles into one account and then transfer them over to Alaska Airlines. So that's an additional small perk and benefit when it comes to having a Hawaiian Airlines credit card. And then one more way to maximize this even further is that the great thing about Alaska Airline miles is that they allow a stopover on one-way flights. And so there's a bunch of different rules to doing a stopover with Alaska Airlines. And I can do a completely separate video when it comes to stopovers with Alaska Airlines. Comment down below if you want to see that video. But essentially what you can do is that you can go from LAX to Taipei on Starlux, hang out in Taipei for like 5 or 6 days or however long you want, and then continue up to other places that Starlux flies to, like Tokyo if you wanted to. So you get to see 2 cities instead of 1. So that's what a free stopover is when it comes to the Alaska Airline Miles program. You can also do it on the return flight as well. And so you can do a stopover on the way out and a stopover on the way back. You do have to meet a list of criterias in order to build on those stopovers, but those stopovers are free. So overall, this Hawaiian Airlines and this Alaska Airlines merger is opening up some more redemption doors to make some high value redemptions through Alaska Airlines, but let's hope those doors stay open. If you want to watch more video on how to maximize your points, go check out this playlist over here. Comment down below if you have any questions. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.